Your border crossing story might actually be your golden ticket, and that sounds completely backwards. If you were smuggled, trafficked, or hurt during a dangerous crossing, the law has a weird little door just for you, and it is called the T visa. T stands for trafficking, and it exists because lawmakers realized victims were terrified to come forward and help catch the bad guys. Here is the twist nobody expects. The same broken system that hurt you can also become the reason you get to stay. Immigration law has carve-outs specifically for people who suffered at the hands of smugglers, cartels, or shady recruiters promising fake jobs. Let us talk about what counts as trafficking, because it is broader than the movies show you. It is not just dramatic kidnapping scenes with vans and ransom notes. It can be forced labor, debt bondage where you owe money you can never pay off, or being tricked into dangerous work you never agreed to. You might be thinking, okay, so I just walk into an office and say the magic words. Not quite, because you need to prove you are a victim and that you are helping law enforcement investigate the crime. That second part scares people, but cooperation can be as simple as giving a statement, not testifying in some courtroom showdown like a legal drama. Here's a number that surprises everyone every single time. The government caps T visas at 5,000 per year, which sounds small until you realize most years they do not even hit that limit. That means the bottleneck is not government stinginess, it is people not knowing this option even exists. Think about that for a second, because it is kind of wild. There's a whole legal pathway sitting there mostly unused, like a vending machine nobody knows takes exact change. A good immigration lawyer is basically the friend who tells you which button to press. Now let us zoom out to the U visa, the cooler older sibling of the T visa. The U visa covers victims of crimes in general, including smuggling-related violence, assault, or extortion that happened on your journey or after you arrived. The catch is the same idea, though. You need law enforcement to certify you are helpful or willing to help. Here's where people panic and assume one mistake ruins everything. Maybe you crossed illegally, maybe you used a fake document because someone forced your hand. Lawyers see this constantly, and a fixer can often explain those circumstances so they do not automatically disqualify you. Let us bust a myth floating around like a bad rumor at a family barbecue. People think reporting a crime as an undocumented immigrant guarantees a fast track to deportation. In reality, these visa categories exist specifically so fear of deportation does not let traffickers and smugglers operate completely unchecked. Asylum sometimes overlaps here too, especially if you were targeted because of who you are, your identity, or your beliefs back home. If smugglers exploited that vulnerability, or if returning home means facing the same danger that pushed you to flee, asylum might run alongside a T or U visa claim. Lawyers often file multiple options at once, like ordering backup fries just in case the first batch is cold. Here is the part where preparation actually matters more than luck. Evidence is everything, so police reports, medical records, even text messages with a smuggler can build your case. Waiting years and hoping memory alone will carry you is like trying to bake a cake from a recipe you glanced at once in passing. Let us talk timing, because everyone wants the instant answer and nobody gets it. These cases can take months, sometimes longer than a year because the government is verifying, cross-referencing, and moving at the speed of bureaucracy. Patience is not exciting content for a highlight reel, but it is the unglamorous truth that keeps your case alive instead of abandoned. You might wonder why any of this matters if you already feel safe right now. Status changes everything, from your ability to work legally to protection from the very people who hurt you finding you again. A pending case can also pause removal proceedings, which is a pretty big deal if deportation was hanging over your head like a cartoon anvil. Here's the honest takeaway wrapped in a slightly less honest joke. The system is messy, slow, and confusing on purpose sometimes, but it does have lifelines built in for people who survive the worst part of their journey. Knowing the right visa category is half the battle, and the other half is having someone who actually knows the paperwork maze. So if any of this sounds like your story or someone you know, do not just sit on it hoping things sort themselves out. Want to learn more about how we help people in situations exactly like this? Check out our links in the description below.